Welcome back to another Hockey Nation live show with the hockey coach, Coach Frenchy, directly for the beautiful country of Thailand on amazing, great Thursday night, March 5th, 2026. Hopefully an amazing, great week so far, ready to rock and roll. And the 60-minute special edition of the Trade Deadline NHL and the Montreal Canadiens news and update on the great evening. We just did the game between the Buffalo Sabres and the Pittsburgh Penguins. The Buffalo Sabres, guys, it's just unbelievable. Another big W by the score 5-1. But the night, when you have a loss by the Toronto Maple Leafs, it's good to be a Montreal Canadiens fans when you see the blue team lose by the score tonight by 6-2 against the New York Rangers, guys. The worst team in the NHL with the Vancouver Canucks beat the Toronto Maple Leafs by the score 6-2. Tonight, there you go, guys. I'm excited right now. Trade Deadline, Ken Hughes is on the phone. Ken Hughes is busy. But no trade at all. What are you talking about, Coach? Tonight, we're going to talk about the first 15-20 minutes, guys. What happening? Then we're going to talk about what the market it look like around the NHL right now. What we learned in the last 48 hours in the NHL. And with approximately what? 17 hours? Maybe? Right? Will be the end of the trade deadline. What the Montreal Canadiens are going to do. So tonight I'm going to give you the reason, the why, and the how. And what I have a trade for you and why you will do it or not. And I'm going to give you the big news of the day for the Montreal Canadiens. So put this together, guys. Buck it up. Be ready. And the best thing to do here at the Hockey Nation Show, guys, it's easy. Is to like the channel and the show tonight and become a member of the Hockey Nation Show. A little $2, $3, $4, $5 multiplied by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people to go to 10 and maybe more. Help exchange, of course, the channel to become better as a group together. So thanks again for all the people to be with me tonight. Like people knock the door. I'm going to welcome everybody very quickly. Gary Connery is in the house. Ovizio is in the house. Stenderman is in the house. M&M for British Columbia is in the house. We have PS back in the house tonight. We have, of course, Enartap. Roger Bouchard, welcome back. And then we have Jim, welcome tomorrow. Mr. Claude Richard from Ottawa. Richard Grenier de retour avec nous ce soir, notre ami Richard. Welcome back. And after say Hughes cannot stand Pat tomorrow. This young group need to help on defense. PK both rank bottom 10 in NHL with Columbus thinking around. We can miss the playoff, and that would be excuse me. Not good. Not good. PSW and our tap, Nicolas de Goubi-Bonneau is in the house also at the beginning of the show. PW not the goal. Welcome back, PW. Luciano as the cell is Maple Leaf. Nicolas what memory right now. Welcome back, PW. Hopefully an amazing great night. Frank Sodero back the Nord, back with us after beat Larry Lavalley also. Many of you was with me at the show prior at the hockey, and now they are back with me on this show. All right, guys. Buck it up because I'm ready to rock and roll. And let's start with the NHL. And I think that's the first thing we want to talk about this at the beginning. They have a couple of news around the NHL happening today. I'm going to get, I didn't have all the NHL. But the big news today, guys, is Parayko said no to the Buffalo Sabres. So in the NHL, they have contracts. Sometimes the players have a full contract and he can decide if he can be traded or not. Some contract, as an example, like you have a list of 5 teams, 10 teams, 8 teams, 12 teams, 60 teams. You don't want to get traded. Parayko was a full close, and he have access to a refuse or accept to get deal. And the trade was made between the Buffalo Sabres and the St. Louis Blues, but he refused to go to Buffalo, so he's still with the team. We're going to talk about Parayko a little bit later, and that box approximately 20 minutes. That said, around the NHL, I did the show with with the game prior to that, so I maybe not update everything. So if you have a trade I did not talk about, let me know. We're going to talk about this. But the Toronto Maple Leafs make a trade to the Colorado Avalanche. They trade, of course, Nicolas Roy to the Colorado Avalanche for the first round pick, conditional 2027, the conditional 2026 fifth round pick. Some people said it's expensive. Some people said it's not expensive. I think Colorado want to add more depth inside of the team, bigger players. I know Nicolas Roy didn't have a great year with Toronto. He had a great couple of years. Won the Stanley Cup with the Vegas Golden Knights. Is the center, 6'4", 6'5", playing on both sides of the game, very good. And he can score 10, 8, 9, 10 goals. He's good on PK sometimes. So put this together. But to pay a first-round pick is a bit expensive. But this is the market is right now. I'm going to repeat. It was expensive, but this is the market. Because remember what could happen about this one over there. Roger Logan Solo not willing to waive his NEC to allow the trade to Buffalo. What the heck is happening? Winnipeg visits Tampa Bay Lightning Lake. By the way, and after Buffalo is an ugly city. Winnipeg 2-1 versus Tampa Bay Lightning Lake. How can St. Louis trade Parayko without asking him about his no trade clause? First, Doug Hampson in his own opinion about this retired guy. Buffalo not the most attractive destination in many ways. About that, who is ready for playoff hockey soon? Lake is coming. The guy, going to take a wild guess. The Montreal did not trade because the selling team are asking way too much. Oh, that's a good one. I really need to start checking what words has been put in about that. I agree, PLW, about this. PLW, but they are right winner this year. Get out next year or shortly after. That said, NHL trade, again, one more. The Washington Capitals trade their fourth center, Nick, down to the Vegas Golden Knights. So far, not bad, but the trade was a bit expensive, in my opinion. Again, if you think about this, they gave the goaltender, then they gave a 2-round pick, and that gave Nick down to Washington. I don't know why Washington did that, but this is happening, guys, on this one. Now, a little bit early in the evening, they have a trade between the Los Angeles Kings and the Ottawa Senators. They trade Warren Foegele to the Ottawa Senators, and in return, they send a bunch of picks for Foegele. After that, the Ottawa Senators turn around. They trade David Perron to the Detroit Red Wings for a 4-round pick, I believe. It could become a 3rd-round pick. I could be wrong about that one. If you have any other trade I forgot to mention, let me know. But this is what I heard in the last 10 hours. But again, the last 3 hours, I was busy with my live stream. I maybe missed something. If you know enough that, PLW or Mark, whatever it is, let me know. And I was sharing. I'm not perfectly perfect, and it's okay. And don't forget to let me know in the chat. So we'll see you get there. First of all, the guy. I really like your comments, by the way. Hold your thought about this. P.S. Continuing first round pick, 2026 5th round pick, Nicolas Roy is overpaid. That's a good comment. Roger, per ad, could Ab make a couple of trades with LA? Possible. PLW, but they are winner this year about the Buffalo. Yes, that is the market, but they're way too much for Roy. That's another good point. And after player have family, etc., don't want to move and leave the kids wide behind all alone. About that. For this one. So you're right about this, PLW. Liney to KHL, Vive Libre. Woof, woof, off. Buffalo going to... Buffalo is going to cut final this year with our guy, believe Buffalo. I think Larry and early, guys. Larry N contribute a lot tonight, guys. And with Mark Elliott, thanks so much for all the both of you. And we got maybe someone else, I forgot. Guy did it. Guy also gave us a good super chat tonight. Notre ami Guy. Thanks so much again. And our tap, then Lake, not up. What would you below to play the first one play up this year? Interested, not at all. McKinnon and McCarr. Don't care about draft a pick that might never play in NHL for N26. PW and our tap, well, that's the use for no trade clause. Team are giving them and contract have to live with it. Tomorrow, Montreal play the Ducks at 9 o'clock. Be live, guys, at 8:45. Don't forget to miss that one. Don't forget the baseball are back in the channel too. We're going to carry on many baseball games the next couple of days. For sure, Minnesota, Akir Petrie for a conditioning 7-1 pick. You're right about that. Jeff Petrie was straight to the Minnesota Wild. Martin Colton Parayko would be a very good fit for the Montreal Canadiens because too many goals against the Montreal Canadiens. So I'm going to switch guys here because, and I'm not, sometimes I do a show like that and I write template and I make graphic, everything like that, and I set up everything and then I want to be sure you see exactly what's going on. And I want to jump right there on this one, guys. And I think I have this right now. I don't know if I have this. Maybe I will be wrong right there. There we go. I don't have exactly the one. Here we go, guys. That's the question. Why not to trade for Colton Parayko? Should or should not? Let me know in the chat. Martin Besnet asked a question, guys. Would be a very good fit for the Montreal because too many goals against Montreal. 32 years old. I believe his contract is a $6-point-something million. Big body. Play good. He has still 4 more years, I believe, on his contract. I could be wrong. I don't have the contract in front of me. That said, what's the cost? Come with that part. They got Random Merenka plus a first-round pick. So let's say we give a first-round pick, but who is going to be with? Is it David Rebecca? Are you willing to give David Rebecca? He said, yeah, but he's not Merenka. But it was draft 5th overall pick. Merenka is draft, I believe, 9 or 10 overall pick. We can give him Joshua Roy or a player like that to join Rebecca, the first round pick. Are you willing to do that? Do you think it would be a good trade for Montreal Canadiens to get a player like Parayko for the next 4 years? So let me know in the chat. Let's start in with this show with that way and about the Montreal Canadiens because we have enough. We have a lot to talk about the Montreal Canadiens tonight. Yes, most definitely would you Detroit or Buffalo. We need to play one team that should have cap on the NDC giving out. Obviously, like big game tomorrow and Saturday. And after that team are happy to give them to the player once they sign the contract, but regret it later. Listen, guys. I understand in our tap and PW the exchange about the NTC, everything like that. This is good for the CBA negotiation. This is good for the players. They deserve it. They deserve it to do that. Some teams don't do that. Some do that. And I think any player should have the right, like he have a contract, they have the deal, to apply that. I have no problem with that part over there. It's up of the team. Parayko signed a bit more lower, maybe because he got that one at the end of the day about that contract. Thanks again with you. Big game tomorrow and Saturday. Team are happy to give them sign the contract, but regret later. We need to 4 point or would be in trouble. Supposedly, Parayko does not want to play the East Coast team. That was a rumor get out. That's possible. But leave me on that one. Michael Bondane, Nashville third round pick, 2026 trade today to Dallas. Another team at Winnipeg 3, Tampa Bay 1. Lake Ovid, the net winning days next to game. Very important game. Is it not, Vasilevsky is not hurt or not? Let me know if you remember that one. RJ Ebro, trade Ottawa conditional 4-round pick for David Perreault. I got it. I would feel more relaxed if we can win the days to game. Leave Nashville are blowing things up. Parayko does not have Montreal on his trade list. Gary Connoyer. Sometimes the player does not have the list of the team. Then after that, they go there for that one. So I would not be too much worried about that, but only if someone asks Parayko about it first for that one. Trade Rebecca for Merca. 1-1 PS. Overpay for 32 years old. Play slowing down at PW for Parayko. Mark Elliott, how does Bunting get a third-round pick, a third round, if Perreault is only worth a 4th-round mark? Yeah, I cannot say your point of view. It's just the age at the end of the day, I believe. Obviously, we need to show Canada we have this for team. We are Canada team. Go, Habs, go. Vivre, Berenko said he wants to play on the West Coast. I prefer getting a White Cloud, less expensive. It would fit well on the third pairing. About that for Standerman. I agree, Standerman. RJ Gabo, bonding 4 years contract at 3.75. This is blow my mind, that one. Peter, by giving Rebecca, Ab will finish bottom 5 in the 2023 to get to finish bottom 5 and to get 32 years old. So when down Parayko, this make no sense for PW. Infinite, all team making move and we are doing nothing is annoying. What kind of move would you like to get? Because behind that, guys, why? And that would be, I think it was the next one, guys. Not that one. Why the Montreal Canadiens are not using any trade? As I was saying, Garrett Wilson, a 1-year deal. Parayko not going to Montreal and Artap. No, it's not because he's coming in Montreal. Would you like to get Parayko? Would you like to have a big body 6'4" at 32 years old? Only cost $6 million. It will fit your second pairing defenseman for the Montreal Canadiens. It's not going to be on the first pairing, and that would be a national big body on the right defenseman. Are you willing to do that or not? Do you think Montreal is better tonight with Parayko in the lineup to have Carrier, Strobel, Jekai in the lineup? That's the question behind that. We are winning too much time for a recreation team. Is want to grain more with you. And our tab, Gary C. Welcome back. Parayko said no to Buffalo. He would said no to the Montreal as well, in my opinion. Overpay is the name of the game during the trade deadline. Garrett C. 5-2 Nashville against Boston. Logan Stanley said no to the waiver to go to Buffalo, by the way, today. P.S. Rebecca for all D make no sense, but Rebecca for Merca make a lot of sense, but Buffalo will not do that. Leave make a deal with the Boston Bruins for Carlo. Would that work out? They trade Carlo and they got also first round pick and Menden in return. Sweet Montembeault and Soborowski was the cost. It would cost you about $7 million Vive for the contract of Bobrovsky. Vive Libre. I don't know how Montreal can get that one. If Saint Louis retain 20% of Parayko to Tampa, about that. So why Tampa would like to get Parayko? Buffalo Parayko, but us in Montreal, we don't want Parayko. Why? Market Parayko to Calgary for White Cloud, a pick, then White Cloud to Montreal will work for me on that one. Very easy answer. No trade as the price is 200 too expensive. Over that one, I would prefer Ab to write with Rebecca overpay about that one. PS because the seller are overpricing their sell right now. About that one. And then you have Philip, Mr. Coach, does Bryce Pikford make Rebecca expendable? Not yet. To be honest with you, it's not ready yet. But that would give a great asset for the Montreal to make a trade if they have to losing one of the two. Pikford could be also an asset to trade somewhere, honestly. It's unbelievable. It's on one of my subjects tonight, guys. Bryce Pikford is, and after talked to me yesterday, you have the great Bryce Pikford, you have the good Bryce Pikford, and you have the ugly Bryce Pikford. And you need to improve that. They are under cheaper, big bodies, our defensemen. I will look at Parayko. About that, with Parayko, do any good in 3 years from now? At 35 years old, PLW. I would like to fire use after this season every trade deadline that does nothing. It's because the Montreal are not yet there. It's a rebuilding team. That's the reason he's quiet at the trade deadline. Why you would like him to make a trade for what? They are not a good team yet. They have a good team, but they are not a great team. Norway is the top 3 gem in the league. I think you must be smoking something. Grandpa is in the net tonight. Rob, fire use what? Rebecca is 6'4", regardless of anything, is an upgrade to all our defensemen because everyone is 5'11" and below except for Dobson. So we should give Ramsey a try regardless of anything. So my question to you guys is right here. If we're looking for a right defenseman, why not to call up David Rebecca? He's playing now Laval. Why not to call him? I would make some better que Parayko, but this is not the year to do a major move like that. Coach, j'aime pas comme joueur, c'est tout. Parayko, pick Tampa, tax-free, state, better team, and 26. Because Buffalo has been doing a push, Tampa is the window to win. Are just out of the rebuild. Everybody, everything is overpricing during the trade deadline. On that one, Darrell, he does not want to play in the East. Parayko is no to go. The only goal they need to focus is on make the playoff ons, and everything can happen. Coach, would you take Riley? No. Mark, Marius 6'2", Jekai 6'4", Goulet 6'2". Jack Jai Parayko would come to Montreal. In my mind, he saw the formation. Martin, about that, did you see who is in depth for the Kings? Patient, better overpay a retired guy. Pikford scoring goal, and W does not scoring and able to play defense in the NHL. Let's see how he look at camp. So I talked with someone today, and we exchanged text. He worked with the organization, the Tigers, and he said to me what he need to be concerned is the physicality of the next level for Bryce Pikford. But he said, I know that in his mind, the offensive side of this game, put the puck in the net, shoot the puck, wrist shot, slap shot, offensive side, vision. The offensive side of this game, he said, no doubt. That's caliber NHL. But how he going to adjust the pace of the game and how he going to use his body against those kind of players, this is what is concerned about him. He said he had some problem to win the battle to the board. The defensive is not always there. The box plus one, he's struggling sometimes. Box out. So this is a kind of player Bryce Pikford have to figure out with time over there for sure. For sure. But offensive side, guys, he said, look, no doubt, like, don't worry about that. It's just the other side you need to improve because whatever is 41 goals, 35 assists, 76 points, and 49 game, right, is last 6 game, 12 points is only +3 or +4. So, again, I'm not worried about his plus. I'm worried about his defensive side of the game. But we talk about this like Hudson in the past. People was talking, he's too small. Not about Pikford, but a fun player sometimes. So at the end, I follow GF. Excited about him? Of course, it's fun. He have an insane, phenomenal season. But we have to be patient and to wait what it will look like on the next one. So I agree with you about that. Is Rebecca a big-time rough hitter in defense? No, Roger, that's not it. Too young, Randy. Damn, even if we are 6 foot, they look small. About that, Angstrom is more NHL ready than Rebecca right now, but he's not a right defenseman. Google, I agree, Coach. No need for you to get desperate to buy high at the deadline. I would be giving a 16, 17 for Dobson, and then the equivalent for a 5th, a 17, or 18, 19 for Parayko. This is not serious about that one. If only Koshnikov was right-handed. Koshnikov is a right shoulder, PS. Just acquire a white cloud, Randy, about that. And we're going to consider Koshnikov going to push goalie out, or goalie could be out, and number 5 would be nice. Mike, Rebecca is too injury prone. It does not sound to be NHL ready. To be Bison. Mark Oach, I don't think his trade value is very high anymore. Mike, PLW, PS, if you watch Rebecca and Laval, you can see that he is not shy or play physical. And guys, glad some are Sherwood on front of the net. Garrett, Mark, kidding. Just for dramatic effect. And if Parayko come to Montreal, Rebecca and the first one picked is going to St. Louis Blues. I know it was just a little kid of the left fight. Jekai barely play. I don't even count him as a defense. Historically, the highest goal scoring defenseman on the Dodgers has not ever amounted to much. No, I agree with you. The number 1, but you have player like Ryan Ellis. You have 2-3 make the NHL at some point. But, you know, it is what it is. Pikford, Hamilton, or Chikron? No. Hamilton and Chikron 6'4". Pikford is only 6'1". But I agree about the defensive side of the game. Both of them, Hamilton, have a better slap shot. For that, I hope Line 8 will play again. If we don't trade him, we need him for a power play. Power play, guys, is top 7 in NHL. Why we need Patrick Laine? You cannot teach offense like Pikford. You can hopefully teach him better defense, Mark. Martin, one, Gallagher, Anderson, et Dano finish their contract. We get ready for Connor McDavid, Martin. Defense usually win championship with our guy. Ray Picard is the type of player who might benefit more if you let him gain experience in the NHL. Man, go 21 final with the prize at the 4 horsemen on the D. Carrick trade to the Buffalo Sabres. Randy Walkman just announced it. Pickford, you can teach defense, but you cannot teach hockey sense, Gary Connery. So, that's happening, guys, on the what's going on regarding the Montreal Canadiens. Now, today, Mike Madison have a treatment day. Some rumors said he's going to be traded. By the way, guys, if you have a chance to check the save zeros tonight, this is going to be one of the top best save in NHL, by the way. Madison was just a treatment day, so he's not to be out of the lineup, whatever it is. It was just a day for him, for Mike Madison. Nothing happened there. Now, the biggest news of the day, guys. We talk about this week. I make short video every day, and I mentioned that, and some of you said, no, we have to wait. We cannot panicking. We have to couple more game and see what happening on the West Coast. Want to come back maybe, but we talk about Sakeski return on the first line, and Martin Saint-Louis make the change today. He put Juraj Sakeski on the first line. Sakeski is maybe the worst player since the Olympics for the Montreal Canadiens. The potential of Sakeski should be better. Expectations should be better. He did not deliver absolutely nothing since back to Olympics. And the second line suffer because of that. Because he played bad, we promote him on the first line. It is what it is. I'm not going to complain, but that's how it works. So, that's the reality behind guys. Usually, if you play bad, you should go down. But us, we play bad, we put you on the first line. So, Sakeski return on the first line. That's just, does that make sense? No? If you play good, you get promote. If you play bad, you get demote. That just makes sense to me. But us, we play bad, we demote. No, we promote. So anyhow, we put Sakeski on the first line with Zuski and Caulfield. We put now New Hook with Demidov and Kapanen together. We know at the beginning of the season, October until he got hurt, November 13, New Hook, Demidov, and Kapanen are doing well together. We know the history of Sakeski with Caulfield and Zuski. Nothing wrong, by the way. But just give you an idea how this works sometimes. Could be that from the first line, disappear. Is go with a line. We don't know. And others say, do you know really who is the third line, the fourth line from Montreal? I don't know. So he played with Jake Evans and with Zaghi Bolduc or TC. Who knows what's going to happen there? So that's what you got, guys. Between that chance for the Martin Saint-Louis. So let me know in the chat what you feel about that. Is it too early? Is it panicking mode? Is it Montreal feel the pressure now to get kicked out of the wild spot? Are you nervous? Are you concerned? Let me know in the chat for that one. On this one, before can teach defense, get that one. Bob or Bennington and Thomas and Parayko for goalie Dak Age, first round pick of that one over there. René Mercat must be feel great about 8 part of the Sabre organization today for that one. As brought by source and some insider, future concession may be part of the trade tomorrow. About that, Dak is not a first line player, is in 26. 1 pound, yeah, he is on the top 6 forward. You don't manage him the same way as the blogs. Yes, back on the way, he will be bench. Eminem It's not a matter of promoting or demoting. It's a matter of sharing, shaking things around about that. I like this channel. It's see how it goes. That should be a player use, should try to trade. Ça, qu'est-ce qui est not big deal. So it's not big deal when with him going to go to the top line. Why Anderson Gallagher Bodzik must to stay. Should be trade to trade. 100% sure we make the playoff, not concerned a bit. Miller, welcome back. About Sakaski, on other hands, he may need to find his model. Good playoff in the end. The line may be shuffly and anticipation of the something happening tomorrow. Not allowed. All line have to be 100% and shuffling is necessary. Gogol. Mark Budzik with Dak Evans is going to is work out for himself to help them play consistent defense. Gary, I think New Hook earned a promotion. Roger Bichard Ab must tying up low defense with the forward. Station by Martin Sweet could help. And Lake 4-1 Winnipeg again Tampa Bay Lightning. So this is the chance for the Montreal Canadiens by Martin St. Louis tomorrow. Now, I'm going to predict what's happening tomorrow, guys. Montreal Canadiens are not going to make any trade tomorrow for Ken Hughes. I don't see Montreal Canadiens to make a trade tomorrow. I don't see that. Now, they could trade Patrick Laine for nothing or just Laine out of Montreal. That's the only thing I see. But Montreal Canadiens to make a trade tomorrow, or it could be a minor trade. And I'm talking about a minor like minor. I don't see Ken Hughes make any move. Now, why? Because you said that early, guys. The market is high right now. Like, they ask you a lot. They have trade, you shake your head. Nicolas Roy for a first-round pick. Tyler Myers, I believe, for a second-round pick. Another one, Wigard, 3 second-round pick, I believe. Chicago, Dickinson for a conditional first-round pick. So what happening, guys? The seller asked a request for a lot. Like you said, Gary C. and many of you said, that's the price is too high. The price right now is too much. We talk about Parayko, a first-round pick, and a guy like Marinka. That said, because it's too high, I don't see how Montreal can make a trade tomorrow. I don't see that, en mon opinion. Coach, je vais t'écrire en français. Si tu massacres mon anglais, pas de problème, mon ami. They will trade Laine for a 4 or 7 possible there. Return 50% possible there. That's not much. Laine for a McDonald trio. Puis lui for then George Larac, signature upper deck card. Now, GF Czechia 1, Australia 0, third inning. And baseball. So, what happening there is Montreal Canadiens, with all the rumor, people make a lot of rumor this week. Kadri, Trocheck, Ristolainen, Shine, a lot. And I don't see Ken Hughes make a move right now. They cannot afford to miss the playoff. Coach Columbus and Washington would be a trade for the Habs missing show confidence and support to players, not sell farm, but hire defenseman, maybe a big forward with grits. Yes, but it will cost you a first round pick to get Luke Shine. Are you willing to do that? Are you willing to give a second round pick for Luke Shine? Does not make sense. Martin St. Louis, Ken Hughes, and the management, they know. They work from internal. They work from the inside the team. And they know right now they are being a very good team for what they have. They have some problem on the PK. They have some problem on the goaltending situation. And they know they're missing a top 6. And I believe they're not going to make that chance right now here tomorrow because of that situation to pay a second round pick for a player like whoever is going to be on the market for the Montreal Canadiens. And you don't have a player at 25 years old to get trade. Now, if they make a trade for Brendan Schneider for the New York Rangers, that's another fun conversation. But I don't see that what happening right now in NHL. I don't see you doing a trade too on that one. We need big guys. A year supply, Molson, PLW. Check out pitcher throwing 86 miles per baseball right down the pipe. And after that, they have to assist and does not have to be older players, roster management. But we're not there yet. That's my point. Those kind of trade, you have to wait during the summertime because the price is too high. And they have to wait for that part, better value available in the summer, maybe retire a guy. That's exactly what you're talking about. Everybody have a better opinion for what could be and what it look like during the summer for different things. So for me, because the price is very high, and they know, look what happening, guys, the last 24 hours, 48 hours. Most of the team are looking for right defensemen, right? That's happening. Wigard, Myers, Parayko was supposed to be traded. You have many right defensemen get traded the last 48 hours. What happening? Boom. They're increasing the demand to get that part over there, and usually should be a third round pick, a fourth round pick. Boom. Michael McCarron got a second round pick in return. Think about this. Second round pick for Michael McCarron. So if you want to get something big, the cost will be high. That's why I don't believe Robert Thomas is all the smoke from the St. Louis Blues. The Blues, right, about 2 weeks ago, Bennington, Parayko, Falk, Schmidt, Bernisham, right, Kiru, at least 5 of them should be traded. Right now, how many are traded by them? They still have 16 hours. I know that. Robert Thomas, that's 6. So Nashville 6 against Boston. All right, PLW, good night. PLW, are you watching baseball at 5 o'clock, by the way? It may be a boring trading day tomorrow. I think that would be that way over there. Your free time is just as crazy. Money will pay there too. Remember, if you wait for the right time, you miss the current window. On that one, the best is yet to come. Anyway, you're right about this. PLW, guess what? The baseball just got knocked out of the park. 3-1 Australia with one swing of the bat. PLW, you said that, and you was right on this one. Do we miss something else that they have to assess? It does not have to be an other players roster management. No, of course. So That's what they are right now, the Montreal Canadiens, and that's the reason I said to you guys, I don't expect a lot for the Montreal tomorrow. Now, if you have anything about to mention to me, let me know. Don't forget to click on the likes. Montreal play tomorrow against the Anaheim Ducks. What do you do tomorrow? Which goaltender do you send tomorrow? Dobesh or Montembeault? We play Saturday against the Kings. If you watch the game right now, guys, the King against the Islanders, I don't know what happened with the King, but they are flying around like crazy. Anyhow, two big games for the Montreal Canadiens this weekend. I'm not worried about Montreal Canadiens, but what I'm worried is about who is going to be the goaltender tomorrow. Are you going to go back with Montembeault? Or are you going to go back with Tobesh? I have to go. Eminem, have a good night, buddy. Evan Santana could have hit that PW. Montembeault is the starter. Visit Anaheim in our tap. Montembeault PL. Is Sam Madison hurt? No, it's just a treatment day for him. He's been hurt all year long, so it's nothing major for Madison for tomorrow about that. So, Montembeault is already announced for tomorrow. Are you agree or disagree about that? Do you think Montembeault should be Saturday night and then Tobesh tomorrow? Give Tobesh a break and let Montembeault get a game in. It's a break of 1 day. .870 save percentage, Gogol. I don't know. For me, I will go back with Tobesh tomorrow, and then Saturday I will go with Montembeault. That's my feeling on that one. Back-to-back game split in our top. Yeah. On that one, Montembeault for the win tomorrow. Why not? 07. Feel like I keep said this, but Montembeault has to show up tomorrow. Mark should beat Tobesh back-to-back. At least he get the destroy Friday. Now, I don't know if they announce if Jacky play tomorrow or not. Do you think Jacky play tomorrow? Do you think they should use TLC tomorrow night? New on the regular as Montreal play 20 games per season. Legend play 60. And the past PS, but not anymore. The scheduled PS of the team is exhausted. Think about this. They traveled from Montreal all the way to LA. And now they're going to have a back-to-back game Saturday. They're going to finish at 10 o'clock. 10 o'clock p.m. Saturday night. It would be 1 o'clock a.m. They're going to travel all night. They're going to be in Montreal Sunday morning at 7 a.m. possible at home to get their bed and the bed. Then they're going to have a day off. They come back Monday, and then they play again a back-to-back game. So, again, that's a lot. Let's ask Eric who should start. Mark, I see chance to win Tobesh. 6-3 Nashville against Boston. Final Lake. During the match, Tobesh only allowed one more goal per one of the shots que Brandon Buzzi. While Buzzi has a great defensive team player in front of him. Did David Perron get traded to Detroit? Yes, Gary. Berube is on the hot seat. Mark, yes, he is. Who knows, Coach? I will go with Tobesh, Fowler, trade Montembeault. Jacky was paired with Strobel, and the practice probably will play. Yes, because Madison was not there. At least Calgary make a move. I don't see Hughes making a deal if he has no benefit to the roster. Good point about that, Pierre. I think we all agree with that part. I think we believe it will not change anything at the end of the day for the Montreal Canadiens, and absolutely I agree with that part for all of you. Now, do you think with the team they have right now, they are able to go to make the playoff and then to win the first? Because now, if they get the wild card, it's not change anything at the end of the day, guys. The only thing would change if they play Carolina versus play Detroit, Buffalo, or Tampa. If you have a chance right now, guys, on the Atlantic, which team are you the most afraid? Tampa Bay, Buffalo, Detroit, Boston? On this one, Pierre Market Biribe is not on the hot seat, is on the barbecue grill. I think as the current roster is Wildcat itself. About that, Alex Carrier need to play way better next game. Tampa for PS. Veteran team. They're not looking good tonight. Buffalo for retired guy. You see, Tampa, Buffalo. Everybody have their own opinion, and that's good. For sure. Retired guy on the flip, Buffalo, Garrett C. About that. Flame 1, Senator 1, guys. At last, Eller scored his third goal of the season at the beginning of the third period. The Kings still winning 1-0 in the middle of the game. Final score, Jet beat the Tampa Bay Lightning, guys, 4-1. The Jet beat the Tampa Bay Lightning, and the Predator beat the Boston Bruins 6-3. And the Columbus guy win tonight 4-2. So what happening, guys? Understanding that's helped the Montreal Canadiens for the Boston Bruins behind them. Now Montreal Canadiens have 2 points in front of Boston Bruins with 1 game in hands. And then the Columbus have 1 point behind the Boston Bruins with the same number of the game. And they are 3 points behind the Montreal Canadiens with 1 game in hand for the Montreal Canadiens. Columbus are 8-1-1 the last 10 game. Washington, guys, I don't see them to bounce back. I believe on that one. They have 63 game already played for that part. So again, Montreal Canadiens at 75 are 2 points behind the Detroit Red Wings with 2 game in hands, and they are 5 points behind the Buffalo and Tampa Bay Lightning. They have 2 game event again the Buffalo Sabres. That said, Montreal Canadiens, the best they can go is will be third position, and the worst will be a wild card. I wonder if Suzuki asked you to stick with the same guys again. Otto Coldplay or Wotan Garrett, possible, honestly, as you don't need to say it. Matthew Best on the 4-5. Pittsburgh without Crosby will slide out if the playoff picture. The problem right now, the last 2 games, they are 5-3-1, 5-3-2, and that's not going to be helping them. The good news at the same time is the New York Islanders are losing too. Now, with all said that, guys, the Columbus Blue Jackets are 3 points behind the Pittsburgh and 3 points behind the New York Islanders. So Columbus not looking only for the wild card. They're looking to join maybe the New York Islanders. Islanders play right now. If they lose tonight, Columbus will have 2 games in hands. So this is going to be a very interesting situation, guys, on that side of this division. So I'm going to finish with that part again. Let me know the chat. And the chat right now. And simple like that. To answer. You're going to answer yes or no. Can you make a trade tomorrow? And then tell me in the chat at the same time, if Montreal Canadiens win tomorrow against Anaheim Ducks, so you can put a YW, a NW, or you can put a YL, or you can put a NL, and we understand your point of view about that. Before we leave the building, we carry you 60 minutes tonight. What do you think the Montreal Canadiens are going to do? And if you follow me, possible we do baseball the next 24 hours. Check the notification. Pittsburgh without Crosby is slide out of the playoff. You're right. It will be he. About that, we saw him tonight at the game at Sidney Crosby, by the way. So let me know in the chat, guys. One more push. Let me know in the chat what you feel about the that. Yes, you go make a trade tomorrow and win tomorrow. A double win for Mr. Nartap tomorrow. He guarantee that one for this one. I think he want to. I think he will try, but I don't know if he will 50-50. My question tonight is, do you like the new line combination for Martin Saint-Louis? 51% said absolutely. 45% said I'm not sure. 4% not allowed. Keep the same line for on about 160 votes at this moment. No. Retired guy, win tomorrow night. Yes, low trade, win Mr. 007. Obviously, not big deal. Garrett about that one. Yes, but Liney could be moved on his opinion. Yeah, it makes sense. Garrett about that one for sure. And that's pretty much what we got, guys, on this show tonight. And RJ tomorrow, trade deadline at 3 o'clock p.m. You're absolutely about that, PSW, Mr. RJ Calabo. And that's all we got tonight. Mark, yes, except the third line. Who is the third line? I don't know anymore. Who is the third line? Do you know? Let me know. And that's it. That's all, guys. We want to thank many people in the chat tonight. And the first show, Mark Elliott, Guy, Larry N, with all the super chat and all the moderators. Tonight, the second show, guys, thanks so much to be a part of the show. It's a pleasure to do some kind of quick show like that to talk about your team. And we'll see. We want to if we have something moving in the direction of the Montreal Canadiens. The only trade use will do tomorrow will be IDs. One, Gary. Also, I agree. Sometimes the best move is not to make on net at all. One, Garrett. Can you imagine this guy in 5 years? Radim Merka become a star with the Buffalo Sabres. Evan Bodzik, third line. PS with Kirby Duck. You're welcome, my friend. We'll look forward to see you next time, my friend. Guy, thanks so much for the super chat tonight, my friend Guy. RJ Calabro, thanks so much. I appreciate that. With you tomorrow, 9 o'clock, so this Saturday. And don't forget, guys, we're going to do baseball. And if you are awake at 5 a.m., possible I do it. I'm not sure. If not, I follow Canada during the weekend. Thanks so much, Mr. Retired Guy, for the light. And because we get better, because you are awesome. You are amazing. You are the best. And remember, you have greatness inside of you. Thanks so much, Mark Elliott. Again, everybody, audio, and of course, Mr. Enartap. We appreciate a lot. Gary Sue, glad to see you. I'm from Winnipeg. He was the Hockey Nation Live show. And all of you been with me tonight. We wish you an amazing, great night. I look forward to see you tomorrow night. Montreal tomorrow night at 9 o'clock. Rocket versus the Rochester. Until then, be well, be healthy. Find a way not only dominate your day, but find a way to dominate the first half of what? Someone, somehow, said 2026. The Hockey Nation, the Ant Nation, and all the animal and the kingdom of the Thailand. Want to tell you one more thing. We love you, friends. Good night, everybody. Enjoy the rest of your night. I will see you next time. And, of course, take care, like you said, everyone. Oh, by the way, GPT AI, get out the new version of the 5.4. This is the best AI on the planet tonight. GPT 5.4. I'm telling you right now, it's better at Anthropic, Cloud. It's better to Gemini. This is new. About a couple hours ago, guys, GPT 5.4. Take a note about that. They took the GPT, put together for the better version. Until then, my friend. Booyah!